Richie Mo'unga's return, a challenge for Barrett and McKenzie. As an All Blacks fan, there's an electric buzz in the air with the news that Richie Mo'unga will be returning to New Zealand ahead of the 2027 Rugby World Cup. This development has sparked a lot of chatter among fans and pundits alike, particularly regarding the implications for Beauden Barrett and Damian McKenzie. Israel Dag, a former All Black star, has weighed in on this situation, and his insights are certainly worth exploring. Dag has cautioned Barrett and McKenzie against sulking or feeling threatened by Mo'unga's return. Instead, he urges them to rise to the occasion and prove their worth. Both Barrett and McKenzie have been vying for the fly half position, but neither has truly cemented their claim over the past year. With Mo'unga, who has a deep connection with head coach Scott Robertson from their time at the Crusaders, stepping back into the fold, the competition is about to heat up. This situation could be a double-edged sword. On one hand, Mo'unga's experience and talent could bring stability and clarity to the All Blacks as they prepare for future challenges, particularly the World Cup in Australia. Dad believes that Mo'unga is very much Razor's guy, suggesting that his return could signal a shift in strategy for the team. But on the flip side, there's a risk that this influx of talent might disrupt team dynamics, especially if Barrett and McKenzie struggle to adapt or rise to the challenge. What do you think, All Blacks fans? Should Barrett and McKenzie embrace this competition and push each other to new heights? Dag thinks so, emphasizing the importance of making it a dogfight for the number 10 jersey. If you go out there performing and you're out there producing results and playing some fantastic rugby, that's only good for the team, he said. I completely agree. Healthy competition can drive players to elevate their game, and that can only be beneficial for the All Blacks. Dag's familiarity with both Robertson and Mo'unga gives him a unique perspective. He recalls the success the trio shared during their Crusader days, highlighting how crucial Mo'unga was to their achievements. His ability to break open games and maintain composure under pressure is something that's hard to overlook. As fans, we should be excited at the prospect of having such a dynamic playmaker back in our ranks. As we look ahead, it's clear that the upcoming months will be critical for Barrett and McKenzie. They need to deliver standout performances that not only secure their positions, but also strengthen the All Blacks as a whole. This is the time for them to shine. Let's rally behind our boys and hope they take this challenge head on. What do you think about Richie Mo'unga's return? How do you feel about Barrett and McKenzie stepping up to prove their worth? Comment "Go All Blacks" below and let us know your thoughts, including your city and your opinions on the All Blacks' future. This is an exciting time for our team, and your voice matters. Richie Mo'unga returns, but faces eligibility issues. The All Blacks have some exciting news as fly half Richie Mo'unga is set to return in 2026, adding some much-needed competition in the pivotal number 10 position alongside Beauden Barrett and Damian McKenzie. This move is highly anticipated, especially considering Mo'unga's success at the Crusaders under head coach Scott Robertson. With the Rugby World Cup in 2027 on the horizon, fans are buzzing with optimism about how Mo'unga might help the All Blacks reclaim their dominance on the world stage. However, there's a cloud hanging over this return. Due to a controversial loyalty scheme enforced by New Zealand Rugby, Mo'unga won't be eligible to play for the All Blacks until October 2026. This decision has understandably left many fans scratching their heads. Why should one of our most talented players be sidelined when he could be contributing to the team's success? It feels like a missed opportunity, and fans are right to voice their frustration. What do you think about this situation? Is the NZR's policy protecting the game, or is it just holding back our best players? Comment "Go All Blacks" below. Meanwhile, Lester Fainga'anuku made a dazzling return to New Zealand Rugby, scoring 2 tries for Tasman in the NPC after his time in France. His performance was a reminder of the kind of talent he brings to the table. It's a pity he's not eligible for the upcoming Rugby Championship, but it raises the question, should the NZR reconsider its policies to allow more of our top players to compete? On a more positive note, the All Blacks have included 4 uncapped players in their wider training squad for the upcoming tournament. Simon Parker stands out, having recovered from injury and making it into the main 36. This is an exciting opportunity for him and a chance for the All Blacks to inject new talent into the squad. Fans should keep an eye on Parker. He might surprise us all this rugby championship. In another part of the rugby world, the Scarlets recently received a major boost with a new controlling stake acquired by House of Luxury Group. While the situation in Welsh rugby has been shaky, the optimism surrounding this change could be a turning point. However, we need to remember that outside investments can backfire, as seen with Cardiff. What do you think about the potential for success in Welsh rugby? Back to the All Blacks, Mo'unga's situation just highlights the ongoing debate about player eligibility and how it impacts our chances on the international stage. The loyalty scheme might be intended to keep talent in New Zealand, but it could also hinder our ability to compete effectively. Is it worth it? As we look ahead, it's crucial for fans to stay engaged and voice their opinions. What are your thoughts on the All Blacks' current situation, the impact of the loyalty scheme, and the exciting new players in the training squad? Let's hear from you. Comment below with your city and your thoughts on the All Blacks' future. Richie Mo'unga's return, a game changer for the All Blacks. Richie Mo'unga is making waves with his recent decision to return to New Zealand rugby. After signing a short-term deal with New Zealand Rugby, the talented fly half is set to make a comeback midway through 2026, following a lucrative 3-year stint in Japan. While this is exciting news for All Blacks fans, there's a twist. He won't be eligible to play until October 2026, meaning he'll miss out on crucial mid-year tests and the important South Africa tour. But let's be real. Can we really see Mo'unga sitting on the sidelines for 3 months while the team is in South Africa? Pundit Scotty Stevenson has voiced what many of us are thinking. He believes that this is a strategic move by Mo'unga and his management team, and that they've played their cards well. With the All Blacks potentially needing a solid 10 for the Rugby World Cup in 2027, could Mo'unga's return be the missing puzzle piece? Comment "Go All Blacks" in the comments. Right now, the competition for the fly half position is heating up, with Beauden Barrett and Damian McKenzie also in the running. However, Stevenson argues that Mo'unga stands out as the only true out-and-out 10 in the mix. While Barrett and McKenzie are fantastic players, they're more utility players, capable of playing at fullback as well. This makes Mo'unga's experience invaluable. He's been to 2 Rugby World Cups and has a proven track record as a title-winning 10. It's interesting to note how history plays a role in our current situation. Remember 2011? The depth we had at the 10 position was crucial for our World Cup win. Aaron Cruden and Colin Slade stepped up when we needed them most. And let's not forget Stephen Donald's unforgettable contribution. This depth is essential, especially as we look toward the future. Israel Dag, an All Blacks legend, echoed these sentiments, sharing his own experience from the 2011 World Cup when Dan Carter was sidelined with an injury. Dag thought their chances were over, but then Slade and Cruden delivered remarkable performances under pressure. It's all about building that depth, and Mo'unga's experience adds a significant layer of security to the team. As fans, we should embrace this opportunity for Mo'unga to rejoin the All Blacks. While some may question the decision, it's clear that adding a player of his caliber can only benefit the team as they prepare for the challenges ahead. What do you all think? Is Mo'unga the right choice to strengthen our fly half depth? Comment with your thoughts below, including your city and your opinion on the All Blacks' current situation. Let's keep the conversation going. Headline: Nadine Lomu's fight for Jonah's legacy sparks controversy. As passionate fans of the All Blacks, we all know that Jonah Lomu was a monumental figure in rugby history, and his legacy continues to inspire many. However, it seems that his widow, Nadine Lomu, has found herself in a tough battle regarding the commercial use of her late husband's name and image. She is considering legal action against an Australian publisher and an author due to what she calls unauthorized use of Jonah's trademark in a new book titled Immortals, which celebrates the greatest players in New Zealand rugby history. Comment "Go All Blacks" in the comments. It's understandable that Nadine would want to protect Jonah's legacy, especially considering how often his image is used without permission. She has expressed her frustration over the book cover featuring his face, as well as an online t-shirt that also displays his likeness. These instances seem to strike a nerve, as they raise questions about respect and ownership. Nadine's statement is quite powerful. She's made it clear that she and her sons are the rightful owners of Jonah's trademark and have no intention of allowing others to profit off his name without consent. It's a sentiment that resonates with many fans who deeply respect Jonah not just as an athlete, but as a person. His contributions to the sport were immense, and it's only right that his family should have control over how his legacy is portrayed and commercialized. On the other hand, Rockpool CEO Paul Dennington has defended the book, claiming it was meant as a tribute. While tributes are often well-intentioned, they can sometimes overlook the emotional and legal complexities involved. This raises an important question for us as fans. How do we honor our heroes while respecting their families and their rights? Dr. Victoria Argyle, an intellectual property specialist, weighed in on the matter, saying that the book might qualify as a fair use case. But does that really justify the use of Jonah's image without his family's permission? It's a complex legal and ethical issue that leaves many of us pondering. As fans of the All Blacks, what do you think about this situation? Should there be stricter regulations on how the images and legacies of sports legends are used by publishers and apparel companies? Or do you believe that the tribute aspect should take precedence? Let's keep the conversation going. Share your thoughts in the comments below, including your city and your opinion about the All Blacks and Jonah Lomu's legacy. Go All Blacks!